Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Rapids Rampages here, back with another video. Now today I'm going to be discussing the Outlaw. Now pretty much the Outlaw is a bolt action sniper that shoots really fast but is very hard to get gold. So let's take a look at the camos here. So as you can see, you have to get 100 one shot one kill medals with the Outlaw. Now pretty much, if you're not aware about this gun, it is a one shot from the neck up, I'm pretty sure, and pretty much that means that it's going to be very difficult to get one shot one kills unless you're like pretty much hitting headshots every time. So what I highly recommend for this is hardcore. Now I don't personally like hardcore, and it's especially worse even with snipers. Sniper and hardcore, not very good. You don't really have much of an option here unless you want to go for headshots in core, which is very difficult because you hit marker a ton with this gun. Just make it easy on yourself and just play hardcore. Trust me. Even though you'll have to try a lot harder, it'll pay off. Trust me. So now we're past the one shot one kills. You've already gotten all of them. You did your hardcore, or you just did core, and you're on to long shots. Pretty much, if you're struggling with these are a lot easier than you think. Two maps I highly recommend: Militia and Icebreaker. Icebreaker being better, Militia being also possible. Now Militia, if you stand from that church to the bridge and you're sniping from that range, it's a long shot. Alright? On Icebreaker, you pretty much just sit anywhere all the way in the back, like in the water, and snipe people. I would highly recommend hardcore for this as well, to get that one shot. Just be very sneaky. So Icebreaker, sitting all the way in the back, sitting in the water, you're going to get long shots all freaking day long. It's going to be so easy. Other maps, I don't really see too much potential with them, seeing as, like for example, the difference between ARs and snipers. So in case you weren't aware, the ARs and snipers both require long shots, but the long shots tracked on the guns are very different. Snipers, you need a lot longer range. For some reason, I couldn't tell you why, but so they need a lot longer range. And also I highly recommend combining this with Mother of Pearl, just taking off all the attachments and doing this in a hardcore, and you'll be able to get both these at the same time. It'll be great. So pretty much go into Icebreaker or Militia. Militia being a lot more difficult map because sometimes people won't even come. But if you always vote for Icebreaker, because it will come in clutch so many times. Because it's easily the longest map. And think about it, you just sit in one of the corners, like the side of the water, just sit all the way far back, and you're gonna get long shots literally all day long. So next, Purple Hex. Shouldn't have too much issues with this. Hardcore or core, it really doesn't matter. It just depends. Like if you're having trouble in core, this gun's really bad in my opinion, so hardcore it is, I guess. Use any attachments you want, really doesn't matter. 2 rapid kills. This should come naturally, but in case it doesn't, you can throw on the weapon mod. It gives you a 3-round burst, maybe a better chance. Like if you don't shoot fast enough or something, you can just use the 3-round burst and start lasering people. If you are really having trouble, try hardcore, but honestly this should be possible in core. Just gotta shoot people really quickly, hope 2 people are next to each other, stuff like that. If you're having a lot of trouble, you can use the vision pulse. This one really shouldn't be that big of an issue. But what is going to be an issue is Spectrum. Now I struggled on this for a long amount of time. Now you might as well struggle with this. Only reason I struggled with this is because I didn't know how I should use the gun and like what I should do with the gun. Now, the way you have to treat this gun when you're going for this, you have to put on the weapon mod, and you have to play core, and you really should play an objective type game mode. So what I recommend is either control or domination. You put on the weapon mod. Actually, I'll show you a class. This is the class that I would highly recommend. Rapid fire, hybrid mags, reflex. Put on the weapon mod here. I would highly recommend equipment charge. I would recommend equipment charge because you can charge up your specialist faster. Which, if you throw on like what I recommend is something like Ajax, or something that can pretty much guarantee you a kill. If you want, you can use the Vision Pulse guy, Recon, because you'll be able to see a ton of people with it. It also works out. So you're only able to have 2 more perks here. Now, unfortunately, I wouldn't choose any of these. I don't see them as, that good of perks, even though these can stop you from BS. I would recommend Team Link, because Team Link will, trust me, it will come in clutch. Yeah, so honestly, looking back at it, perk 2, nothing really there seems like so spectacular. So I would recommend either Tac Mask, Flak Jacket. Honestly, this should just be based off the preference you have in that lobby. Like, if you're getting stunned a lot, obviously you want to use Tac Mask. But if you're getting blown up constantly by trip mines, you want to use Flak Jacket. It'll just stop you from getting killed by BS. And honestly, you probably would rather use Tac Mask because you have to play in a certain game style. So pretty much, what you have to do is, you have to treat this like an M8, okay? It's going to have a 3-round burst, but it's going to be extremely slow. It's not extremely slow, but like, you have to be way more accurate than you can't just like spray this thing. Pretty much, this thing does a ton of damage, but you have to be extraordinarily accurate. So what I want you to do is go on to maps, sit on head glitches near the objective points on control or dom, and I want you to just camp it out. This is going to be a pain in the rear end. And I know it took me several hours just to get the 5 bloodthirsties. But trust me. Everything here has to be perfect, okay? You need to play core, and it needs to be one with objective. And you need to play so patient. You cannot push up. Unless, some people may actually be really good with this gun. Some people may actually have good accuracy. But trust me, it's happened to me multiple times where you have 4 kills, you push up, you see the last guy, you shoot him, you get a hit marker, the other 2 bullets in the burst missed, and he kills you. This is the worst feeling you'll ever get, because this thing does a ton of damage, and getting a hit marker sucks. So pretty much, I just want you to always camp it out, and don't take it for granted. This gun can be very deadly, but the downside is you have to be so accurate, and you have to hit 2 bullets with this thing. I keep that in mind. Sometimes maybe even 3 if they throw on armor or something. So you just have to be very accurate, and hitting a headshot every time will be a 1 shot. Keep that in mind. You want to aim for the head too, because it'll take 1 shot to the head, 2 to 3 shots to the body. So it's just way more better to shoot them at the head. So there's not really any more tips that I can give you. It's just you have to very much play safe. And I know how bad this gun was. So trust me, it feels so good once you get this thing gold. So pretty much use Recon, use Ajax, use Torque. Any of those 3 I'd recommend. Because Torque, you can just barricade yourself in, avoid enemies. Like, they'll only come from one way because you got your shield up and stuff like that. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend Ajax too much, but you can get like, you can spam 9 bangs all the time and just get a ton of kills that way. Like you can just hide, get your 9 bang, throw it, hide, get your 9 bang again, because you have equipment charge on. You can use Recon, which I most recommend because he has the vision pulse and the dart that you can shoot off, that you can literally see enemies everywhere. Recon is a bit OP right now, I'd say, but use it to your advantage. Get this gun gold now before they patch stuff and make. Honestly, they might make this gun better because this gun really is bad. But that's all I can say. If you want to get this gun gold, you gotta play safe. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like. Comment on what you like about the video or any videos you want to see in the future. Subscribe if you are new. And I will catch you in the next video. Peace out. Logic.